Hey guys, if you just seen my video where I told you guys this would be in the extended, let's get right into it. This is your justice year, and your justice year is like a cake, and it has layers and it has the cherry on top. You need to know and you need to get comfortable with the fact that people getting their karma in regards to them getting their asses whooped in regards to the way that they treated you, in regards to the way that they could have held out their hand to support you when they chose to withhold support back, especially if you were also there for them. They got me over here tripping on my words. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Okay? You need to know that's nothing but the cherry. Okay? Because you got to understand envy. You have to understand what envy really means as a whole, okay? A lot of people, from what I'm seeing and from what I personally experienced, people will be jealous of you from shit that money cannot buy them. People will be upset at you for some shit that you didn't even ask for. People will be envious of you for some shit that is so heavy for you to bear. I cannot tell you how many people have been jealous of my spiritual gifts, of my ability to be able to command a room, of my ability to be able to speak on social media and people want to listen to me. I cannot tell you how many times people have showed their asses, whether it be relatives, whether it be fake friends, whatever it be. You have to understand that what you have within you is in you. It's not on you. It's not something that you can paint on, okay? So you have these narcissistic individuals, whether they have been people in your life or just people that you have observed personally. You have these people that feel like they got to put on multiple masks. They feel like they have to chameleon their way up the ladder to success, and you've never had to do that. But the thing is, since you've never had to do that, yes, that's why it was harder, because you wasn't out here stealing, killing, destroying, and manipulating to be able to get where you're gonna go, where you're on your way to. That starts in fucking June right now, or whenever you see this. That's why they're mad, because you are exactly who you are on screen, off screen, in real life. You don't know how to be nothing else. And that really scares people who have had to hide their entire lives. They look at you and they're like, there's no way that I was demonized, that I was alienated, that I was this and that, and I had to shapeshift. And there's no way that you're actually who you say you are, but they can feel it. Authenticity is something that you can feel, and it's not something that can really be, it can't be duplicated. It can be impersonated to a certain degree, but when you step in a room, people understand the real from the fake, and that's why they really mad. You walking as your authentic self, first of all, it opens doors that inauthenticity can never, but it also exposes them without you having to do much, okay? Let's get into this, because I'm not gonna lie, I have a personal bone and a personal resonation with this message here today, especially in regards to impersonators, especially in regards to people being jealous about shit that, you know, some gifts are very heavy to bear. Some talents are very heavy to bear. It's not all love and light, but people hate come outside of the club and they can't get in, and they think you the problem. Let's get into it. Can I get some more cards, please? What's going on here? What's going on? Admiration. Yeah, expect more admiration in your form of work. You have to understand also that envy is also a form of admiration, okay? Expect more admiration. And what does it say? This is a time of openness and new possibilities. Yeah. Expect for them doors to start opening in June. I'm telling you, expect for them to start opening. You have felt like certain doors would never be accessible to you because of the path that you are currently on. Expect for your life to look completely different by the end of this year, starting this month. That just is what it is, okay? I was watching one of my favorite readers. Her name is Natija. Go follow her. She was saying, yeah, you know, it's too much to rebuild. You're getting a whole brand new life. You're getting a whole brand new life, okay? Let go love. Letting go of past love opens the door to new possibilities. Are you holding on to an old relationship? Release it and you will find peace and the potential for new love. Yeah, a lot of you guys have had to let a lot of people go. You have learned that a lot of people could not come with you. You have been tested in ways that honestly I would not wish. Yes, I would. I would wish it on my worst enemy. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. that the worst enemy probably deserved. Your worst enemy probably deserved. And you're like, bro, why am I going through this and I don't deserve it? Why am I going through it and I kept turning the other cheek? Why am I going and I didn't participate in their bullshit? I didn't participate in the games they wanted me to play. Why is it that I'm the one who has to go through all of this extra? You have to understand, and I say this all the time, you cannot change the world if you are of the world. Therefore, you have to be set apart. Okay? And I was talking a little bit about martyrdom in one of my readings. And when we think about martyrs, we think about people who, right? But modern day martyrs, yeah, there are some people who do actually for their causes, but also you have people who have this unshakable, unwaverable belief in themselves. You have people who believe in something so much that they don't care who goes against them. Okay. And I remember when I was stepping into my purpose and I was talking to my spirit guides and I was like, you know, people already think I'm weird. People already hate me. Like, I don't want to be a martyr for this cause. I don't want to do it. And they were explaining to me, you know, there's so much blessing in you being yourself. This has been who you have always been. You would just be showing it outwardly because there are people who need to see you. They need to see your skin color. They need to see the way that you talk. They need to see the way that you act. They need to see the doors that you end up walking in and know that it's possible for them as long as they stay true to themselves. Okay. And for a lot of you guys, it's literally the same thing. A lot of you guys, and I know it's going to sound like really fucked up on some level, and I'm so sorry, but this has been the case for me as well. This has been the case for so many people, so many iconic people. In the example, I use Michael Jackson as an example. You know, you think about him and everything that he went through, but some of his most devastating moments that we knew about, we saw ourselves in those moments. You know, we were so lucky to be able to get those stories out of him, for him to be so open about what he went through in a lot of aspects of his life. Because later down the line, even till this day, it's still inspiring people. It's still allowing people to see themselves as a mirror. See Michael as a mirror in their own lives, you know? And because of that, it's like, damn, it's really fucked up he had to go through everything that he went through. But if he didn't go through what he went through, would I have anyone to look up to in regards to me going through my situation? You know, and in that situation, it's really fucked up, but that's kind of like martyrdom. So all of this shit that you went through where people could have gave you a helping hand. People could have, you know, supported you. You went through some devastating ass shit and people could have given you a helping hand and they chose not to. Okay, so with that, you have to know that it wasn't for no reason, okay? Because there are people who are waiting for somebody like you to show up to say what you have been through, to give them hope so that they can keep going. Because there are a lot of people that feel like their experience is an isolated experience until someone like you shows up and be like, nah, I went through this. Nah, this is real. Let me scoot this over a little bit. No, I don't need to. Nah, this is real. Like, I went through this shit too. You have to understand, like, what you went through was bigger than you. And that's why your blessings are also bigger than you. Your blessings is part of your testimony. People need to see you be blessed, and they will see you be blessed. And that is very purposeful, because at the end of the day, there will be people that see you get blessed that were also an accomplice to the bullshit that you went through. And they need to see it. They need to see where their life is and where your life is headed. And knowing that, damn, I had the opportunity to show them grace, to show them love, to show them compassion, to show them empathy. For some of you guys, a lot of you guys, in the same way that you did them. And when they had the chance to, they were nowhere to be found. They felt like you were a bad luck charm. They wanted nothing to do with you. They wanted you to figure it out on your own because you're just so used to holding everything. I mean, shit, why would you need help now? Why would you need comfort now? Why would you need solace now? I mean, shit, we've never given it to you before. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, this definitely has to do with family. This is definitely some weird ass relative shit for those who resonate. Yeah, because honestly, your biggest haters will definitely be people who like watched you grow up. For sure, especially when there is something very different about you that is very visible, very palpable, very able to be felt. People will be very upset that y'all started off in the same place, and yet they can tell that you are meant for way bigger. And that if they were to support you, if they were to give you the care and the support that you deserve, you probably wouldn't talk to their ass nowhere. But on top of that, they were also afraid of you being loved by the right people. A lot of you guys, if you're not loved by the right people already, expect for the right people to come in and love you in a way where it blocks out all of the lack of love those people gave you. And take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be family, but just take it as it resonates. Get ready for that, because the thing is, when you only know one type of love, it's very easy for you to keep sitting in that cycle and keep taking the same bullshit. But when you get introduced to that real shit, you start to look at them like they got 3 fucking heads, and you just leave them exactly where they had you fucked up at, because you realize just how jealous, just how envious, just how disgusting they were towards you. And they know exactly what the fuck they were doing. They know the part that they played. They just didn't give a fuck. But they were also hoping that they could keep the wool over your eyes just enough. They could keep gaslighting you just enough for you to stick around just in case you did make it. But hey, if you didn't, we could just talk about you and, you know, oh, damn, you know, like it's really upsetting what happened to them, you know, like, you know, I tried to be there for them. They can tell whatever lie they wanted to with you out the way, you not being able to speak up for yourself, with you not being in the spotlight to be able to receive your blessings so that people can see just how exonerated by God you are. They thought that was going to happen. That's the exact opposite of what will be happening starting this summer. They're about to be pissed, okay? And that's why I've been stuttering a lot, like in these channels. But yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed. Get ready for the best summer of your life, guys, okay? I will be posting more longer form content, but I gotta keep it long but short for now, because whenever I try to post something more than 30 minutes, it'll take like a whole week to post, and I want to get y'all consistent shit until I could get to a space where I can upload like really, really long form content, which is crazy. Maybe I gotta change my Wi-Fi or my my provider or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Go on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Instagram and my TikTok to see other tidbits of this message. And yeah, love you guys. See you soon.